fatal hour draws on apace. I woo thee with my sword, and won thy love thee the injury, but I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revel.
Happy be, Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Aegis. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My lord, this man has my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And my gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou Lysander.
Sit down, please.
Thou hast given her crimes and interchanged your token with my child. And my gracious Duke, be it so she will not, by your grace, consent to marry Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine. I may dispose of her, whether it be to this man or to her death, in accordance to our law immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in his kind, and wanting your father's voice, the other must be held tender.
I would my father look, but with my eyes.
Rather you must go with your judgment look.
I beseech your grace, that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to observe forever the society of men. Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day, betwixt my love and me, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius, as he would, or on to Diana's altar to protest for our austerity and single.
Relents, you hear me, and Lysander yield thy grace title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. You marry him. I am my lord as well drive as he. As well possessed, my love is more than his. My fortunes everywhere is fairly right, and which is more than all these blows can be. I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why not try that prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch to his head, made love to Neda's daughter Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady dotes, devoutly dotes, upon the spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I have heard so much. But Demetrius, come, and come, Aegis. You shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up to death, to vow single life.
How now, my love? I mean, aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by telling history. The course of true love never did run smooth. Hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager, of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place a sharp pin lock him out pursuest. If thou lovest me, then steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and there, in the wood, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once, Helena, there will I stay with thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
How you meet, fair? That fair gonna say. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Oh, teach me how you look, and what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hated me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty, without fault on mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place.
Helen, here our minds will repose. Tomorrow night, you have to escape without device of steel.
And in the wood, where often you and I, upon faint primrose beds are going to lie, there my Lysander and myself shall meet. And thence from Athens turn away our eyes, to seek new friends and strangers' company. Farewell, sweet playfellow. Pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sight. From lovers' side, tomorrow's deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, do, as you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some or some others can be. Through Athens, I'm done as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. For a year Demetrius looked in Hermia's eye. He held that oath said was only mine. But when his health and he from Hermia felt, so he dissolved in showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night. Pursue her, and for this intelligence mean I determine my pain, and have his sight thither and back again.
Is all our company here?
You are best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is a scroll of every man's name thought fit through all of Athens to plan our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quinn, say what the play shoots on. Then read the names of your actors and so go to a point.
Mary plays the most laudable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus Disney.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and a merry. Now, good Peter Quinn, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourself.
Answer as I call your name. Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Present, name before I am informed proceed.
Nick Bottom, you are set down as Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself, most gallant for love.
That, while sincere in the true performing of it, if I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms, I will condole, some measure.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on.
Aye, what is this? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let me not play a woman. I've got a beard coming.
That is all but one. You shall play in a mask and speak as small as you will.
No, look.
And let me have my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe, ah, Pyramus, my lover dear, my lady dear, Thisbe dear.
No. You must play Pyramus and Flute you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling the tailor.
Here, Peter Quinn.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Stout the tinker. Here, Peter Quince. You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug, the joiner. You, the lion's part. And I hope here's a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am slow to study.
You may do an extempore, for it's nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar you that I'll do any man's heart good to hear me.
Roar! And you would do it too terribly that you would fright the Duchess and the ladies, and that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us all, every mother's son.
But I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar you as gentle as a sucking dove. I will roar you and queer me, nightingale. Roar!
You must play no part but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man as one shall see in a summer's day, a most lovely gentleman like man. Therefore you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it.
In the meantime, I will draw a bill of property such as our play needs. Pray you fill me, ma.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and graciously. Take pay, be perfect, adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
Wander you?
Over hill, over dale, dispersed through where, over park, over pale, through fire, such as the sphere in survey, queens and orbs upon the dream. Farewell, thy lovest friends, all be gone, our queen and her elves come here and on.
The king doth keep his rebels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing spell and wrath, because that she has her set hath. A lovely boy stolen from an ending, angelic Oberon would have the child, not its strength. But she perforce proposed the loved boy, and have they never made a grove of green. But they do swear that all their elves for fear creep into apricots and hide them there.
Either I'm mistaken for your shade, making quiet, or you're that shrewd and maybe bright called Robin Goodfellow, are you not he?
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile. When I of foul being forth speak out, in the likeness of a filthy fool. Rosemary, this is Oberon!
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon? Fair, skip hence, sworn to bed in company.
Terror, rash, wanton, am I not thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. Why art thou here, come from the farthest step of India? But that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskin mistress and more dear love, to Theseus must be wedded, and you have come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How can thou this for shame, Antonia? Glance at my credit with Oberon, knowing I know thy love to Theseus.
These are fortunes and jealousy.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little shaming boy to be my henchman.
Such a heart of rest, a fairy land by love child of me. His mother was a vulturess in my order, but she being mortal, thou going to die. And for her sake, I will be up for more. And for her sake, I will not part with her.
How long in the wood can you stay?
Her chart some pieces one day.
Give me the boy and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies away, which your time can ruin my longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle puck, come hither. Thou remember since I once sat upon a promontory?
I remember.
The very time I saw, but thou could not. Cupid all armed, a certain aim he took, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow. Yet marked I with a bow to his belt. It fell upon blue western flower. Fetch me that flower, the herb I shall deduce. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids day will make or man or woman madly dote with the next life to see. Fetch me this flower and lead out here again ere the revival presumably.
All party girls, I'm out about Earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep and drop the liquor over her eyes, so that the next thing she waking looks upon, she shall pursue with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her pastry. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear it.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather do I intend to tell you I do not, nor I do not love you?
And even for that, do I love you the more. I'm your spaniel, Demetrius. The more you spurn me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you.
Tell not too much or I tear my spirit, for I am sick when I look on thee.
I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much, to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not, to trust the opportunity of the night, and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich short to your virginity.
Your virtue's my privilege.
I'll run from thee and hide me in the breaks and leave thee to the mercy of the wild beasts.
The wildest hand does such a hard as you. Run when you will.
I will not say that question. Let me go, or if thou follow me, do not believe, but I should do mischief in the wood.
I in the temple of town to feel you do mischief. I will follow thee and make heaven of hell die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall pursue thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme grows. There sleeps Titania sometime of the night. With the juice of this I'll streak her eyes, and make her full of hateful fancies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove a sweet Athenian lady is in love, for they disdain for youth. Anoint his eyes, and make sure the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garment he hath on. Effect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she is on. And look thou me at the first prosper.
Fear not, my lord. Your servant shall do so.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. When thou wakest, and thy eye shall appear, it is thy dear. Waking some vile things in the air.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak truth I have forgot our way. Will rest this hermit be think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Round you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both.
Nay, Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet, do not lie so near. So far be distant, in good night, sweet friend, thy love never altered, till thy sweet life ends.
Amend to that fair curse say I, and then in life when I am loyalty. Here is my bed, sleep give thee all his rest.
Through the forest have I gone, visiting friend I none, on whose eyes I might improve, the stars force me staring loud. Who is here? With the wrappings he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despiseth thing in me. And here the maiden sleeping stand on the dank and dirty ground. Upon my eyes I throw, all the power his charm doth know. And thou wakes, the love professed sleep is seat on thy eyelid. So wake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay, wilt thou kill me, sweet Demetrius?
I charge thee hence, do not hunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou dare to leave me? Do not so.
Stand left here while long ago.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and a tribe device. But who is here? Lysander, on the ground? Dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, could stir awake.
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art, and through thy bosom makes me see thy heart.
Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent all the tedious minutes with her I have spent. It is not Hermia, but Helena I love.
Oh, wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? But very well, perforce I must confess, I thought you, Lord, of more true gentleness. All that a lady of one man refused, should another therefore be abused?
She sees not Hermia, Hermia sleeps out there, and never mayest thou Lysander come near. And here, with all my powers, address your love and might, to honor Helena and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander. Help me. Do thy best to put this crawling serpent from my breast. I mean for pity. What a dream was here. Lysander? What, removed? Lysander, Lord! What, out of hearing? Gone? No sound, no word? Alack, where are you? Speaking if you hear. Speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No? And I perceive you are not nigh. Either death, or you will find immediately.
Are we all met? And here's a marvelous convenient place for a rehearsal.
Peter Quinn,
What sayest thou, sweet love?
there are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus has drawn a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. I'll not tell you that. I believe we must leave the killing up when all is done. Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say we will do no harm with that sword, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. For the more better sure to say that I, Pyramus, not Pyramus, but Bottoms, the weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue.
Won't the ladies be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Well, then other prologue must tell that he is not a lion.
Nay, you must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he himself must speak to say, I am mad, as other men are, and there indeed let him name his name, for he must tell him soon when he is snug, the joiner.
Well, it shall be so. But there are two hard things. That is to bring the moonlight into the chamber. For if you will know, Pyramus and Thisbe did meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine the night we play our play?
A calendar, look in the almanac, find out moonshine.
Yes, it does shine at night.
Why, then may you leave a casement of the great chamber window while we play open, and let the moon shine in at the casement.
Aye, one would come in the bush of thorn and say he comes to present his person of moonshine. Then there is another thing. We must have a great wall in the chamber. For Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did talk through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall. Let him pass some plaster, or some loam, or some rough cast about him to signify wall. Or let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
Well, if that may be so, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin, and everybody's according to his cue.
What hempen hamstrung I was thriving here so near the cradle of the fairy queen. What, a play tour? I'll be an auditor, an actor too if I see cost.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of Odie savor sweet.
Odors, odorous.
Odor, savor sweet. So have thy breath, my dear Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice, stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear. The stranger pyramids any employ here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, for you must understand that he goes but to see a noise that he had heard and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of color like the red rose of triumphant briar, I'll make thee Pyramus at Ninny's tomb.
Nine this too, man. Why must you say that not yet, that you are to Pyramus? You say all your parts at once, cues and all. Pyramus, your cue is past it. Oh, monster is so strange. We are haunted. Playmasters, Spymasters,
Why did they run away? This is the knavery of them to make me afeard.
Oh, Bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an outside of real, do you?
Bless thee, Bottom. Bless thee. Thou art translated.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to frighten me if they could. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down here and sing that they shall hear I am not afraid. The apple cock so black with you, the orange shiny bill. The thrust with his nose so true, the red little quill. Hee-haw! Hee-haw! Hee-haw!
Angel, wait to my flowery friend. I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again.
Hee-haw!
My ears and much enamored by thy yelp. So my eyes, enthralled by thy shape. And thy virtue's forth, death before death moved me. On first sight, to say, to swear I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. Hee-haw! The more the merry, that some honest neighbors will not make them friends. Hee-haw!
Thou art wise and thou art beautiful.
Not so neither, but if I have weight enough to get out of this wood, I will have enough to serve my own turn.
This wood do not desire to go. Thou should reign here, whether wilt or no.
Hee-haw!
I am the spirit of no common rate, and the summer still doth tend upon my sake. And I do love thee.
Hee-haw! There we go with me.
Tell my love with heart, for him silently.
Right then. Good, you need to get the stuff set up.
Oh.
My mistress is a monster in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, the quilt patches, rude mechanicals that work for bread upon the thing installed, were met together to rehearse a place intended for Christie's nuptial day. The shallowest thick skin was that baron's door, who pyramids presented in the court, for sucking scene and enter and break, when I did him as to venture state, and has his null I fix on his head, so at his sight, away his fellows fly. and not a step here or in more would fall. I led them with a distracted fear, and the sweet pyramids translated there. When in that moment, so I came to pass, the ten awake, they straightway loved an ass.
This falls out much better than I could advise. But how's that your last opinion's eye? As I did bid thee do.
I took him sleepy, that is finished too, and his dame woke by his side, that when he waked, of course she must be out.
Same opinion.
This is the one, but not this the land.
Why are you picking him that love you so?
Now I could chide, but I should use thee words, but thou I fear hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, kill me too. It cannot be but thou hast murdered him. Ah, good Demetrius, thou given me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog, out, cur, thou hast driven me past the bounds of my patience. Hast thou slain him then?
I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor he is dead, for all I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege, never to see me more. And from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether you be dead or no.
There is no falling her in this fierce vein. Here there for a while will remain.
What's thou done? Thou was mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love sight. Of Zion's prison which force ensue. A true love turn, and not a false turn true. Go now, swifter than the wind, Helen of Athens wilt thou find. By some illusion bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against you to appear.
I go. I go. Look how I go. Looking in the arrow from a tiger's bow.
When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth bestowed by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what will these mortals be?
Stand aside, the noise and anchor cause Demetrius to awake.
Why should you think that I should woo and scorn?
Do adventure coming tomorrow morning. This doesn't pursue. Will you give her or?
I had no judgment to her, I swore.
Nor none in my mind now. Will you give her or?
Demetrius loves you, and he loves you not.
Oh, Helen, goddess, perfect divine, to where shall I compare thine eyes? Oh, let me kiss this princess with your white sealed bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you're all bent. Set against me for your merriment. If you were civil in your courtesy, you would not do me this much injury, but very well. If you were civil in your courtesy, you would not be doing me this. None of a noble sort will so offend a virgin and extort the poor soul's patience ought to make your sport.
You are unkind, Demetrius, be not so, for you love Hermia, and this you know I know. And here, with all good will, with all my heart, in Hermia's love, I yield you of my part. And of yours and Helena, to me bequeath, whom I do love, and will do to my death.
Never did mock us with more idle breath.
Lysander, keep that Hermia, I will none. If ever I loved her, all that love is gone. And now Helen is home returned there to remain.
Lysander!
Look at thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Mine ear I thank it brought me to thy sound, but why kindly dost thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love confess Lysander from my side?
Why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as a think. It cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. I perceive they conjoin all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Herman, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired, have you with this contrived to bait me with this foul duration? And will you rent our ancient love sounder to join with men in scorning your poor friend? This is not friendly, this is not maidenly.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not said, Lysander, as in scorn, to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and your other love, Demetrius, whom only but now to spur me with his blood, to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious celestial?
I understand not what you mean by this.
Yet any pity, grace, or manner will not do me such an argument. Very well.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse, my love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
Sweet, do not scorn yourself.
Helen, I love thee by my life, I do. I swear by that which I will lose to thee, to prove impossible says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, where'd you tempt all this?
Away, you Ethiop, hang off thou cat, thou bird, thou thing let loose, for I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What changes this, sweet love?
Thy love? Out, tawny trotter, out, loathed medicine, oh hated potion, hence.
Do you not jest?
Yes, dude, and so do you.
What? Should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Oh me, what news, my love? Am not I Hermia? Are not you Lysander? I am as fair now as I was erewhile. Since not you love me, yet since not you left me.
Aye. By my life I never did decide to see thee more. Therefore be out of hope, a question of doubt. Be certain, nothing truer, 'tis no jest, that I do hate thee, and love Helena.
Oh me, you juggler, you canker blossom, you thief of love. What have you come by night and stole my love's heart from him? I that way goes again. Now I perceive I may compare between our statures. Yet urge her height and worth the personage, her tall personage, her height pursues she hath prevailed with him. Now you grow so high and esteem sound so dwarfish and so low. How low am I, thou painted maple? Speak, how low am I? I am not yet so low that my nails can reach thine eyes.
I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me, let her not strike me. You perhaps may think me she's something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower?
Good hermit, do not be so bitter with me. I remorse to love you, hermit. You never kept your counsel, never wronged you. Say that in loving to Demetrius. I told him your substitutes would. He followed you. For love I followed him. But he had chid me hence, and threatened me to spurn me, strike me, nay, to kill me too.
Why get you gone? Who is that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What, with Lysander?
With Demetrius.
Be not afraid, she shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not harm thee. Go ye take your part.
Oh, when she's angry, she's keen as a shrew. She was a victim when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again? Nothing but low and little? Why will you suffer her to flaunt me thus? Let me come to her.
Get gone, you dwarf. Now follow if thou drift to treasures right, but thine remind me most of Helena.
Nay, I'll follow thee, cheek by jowl.
I will not trust you. I no longer sing your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer though to run away.
I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thine negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else committest thy neighbors willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did you not tell me to know the man for the thin garments you have on?
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hie therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one not come within the other's way. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, so that when he next wakes, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. Whilst I in this affair to thee employ, I'll to my queen as thy mistress sport. Then I will her tongue I release, from monsters you, and all shall be peace.
My friend Lord, this must be done with haste, for night strict riding to the clouds full fast.
But notwithstanding haste, make no delay. We may effect this business yet or day.
Up and down, up and down. I would lead them up and down. I am feared and field in town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then, to claim your ground.
Lysander, speak again, thou runaway, that coward. Art thou fled? Speak, in some bush, where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to your star, telling the bush that he looks for words and will not come?
Art thou there?
Follow my voice, go try no man could hear.
He comes before me and still turns me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. Here will rest me, come thou gentle day, for if but once thou show me thy great light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge this fight.
Ho, 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 coward, why comes thou not?
Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
A weary night, long tedious night, a very tight hours. Shine comes from the east. Then I make back to Athens by daylight.
Yet but three. Come on more. Two of both kinds makes it four. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid's a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe, the downward to do and torn with briars. I can no further call, no further go. None is keep no pace with my desires. Still will rest me till the break of day.
On the ground, sleep sound, I'll apply to your eye and the lover's remedy. When thou wakes, thou shalt take true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. The man shall have his Marian, and naught shall be well.
roses on my sweet, smooth head.
Aw.
And kiss my fair large ears, my gentle boy.
Where's Peace Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peace Blossom.
Aw.
I'm sorry, sweet love, what thou desires to eat?
Truly, a peck of provender, I can munch a good dry oak. Methinks I have great desire to a bottle of hay, good hay, sweet hay, half no fellow.
I am a venturous fairy that shall sleep the squirrel's hoard, fetch me nuts.
I had rather have a handful to drive peace, but I pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have an expedition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, I shall wind thee in my arms. Forward, away, and be always away. Oh, how I love thee, how I felt for thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou the sweet sight? Her dotage now I did begin to pity. For me and her lay behind the woods, I did afraid her to fall out with her. When she in mild confident my patience, I then did ask for her fairy book, which the fairy sent, straightway being able to bear my bower in fairyland. And now that I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection for us. And, gentle Puck, make this transformed scalp come off the head of this Athenian's wife, that he awaking when the other do, may all to Athens back again prepare, and think no more of this accidents than the fierce fixation of a drink. But first, I'll release my dream. Beest thou as wont to be, seest thou as wont to see. Now, Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My overall, what visions have I seen? You thought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
Oh, how can these things have passed? Oh, my eyes do low these visions now.
Silence well. Robin, take off his head. Sound, music. Come, my queen. Let us rock the ground whereon these sleepers feed.
Fairy king, attendant mark, I did hear the morning lark.
Well, my queen, when sun is set, surely out to vanishing. We the glove can come pursuing swifter than the water.
Come, my lord, in your flight, tell me how king's night, that I sleeping here was found mortals on the ground.
Here's my daughter, here's Sri. And this Lysander, this Demetrius is, this Helena. Oh, Nedar's Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
Speak, is this not the day that your daughter should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go, wake them. Good morrow, friends.
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies.
My lord, I shall reply amazingly, but as yet I start, I cannot truly say how I came here.
Enough, enough, my lord. You have enough. I beg the law and the law upon his head.
My lord, Fair Helen told me of this to stop, of this, they hither to this wood, and I in fury hither follow them. But my lord, I wot not by some power, but by some power it is. My love to Hermia is melted as snow. And now, the object and pleasure of mine eye is only Helena. Now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and forevermore will it true.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we'll hear more anon. Aegis, I will overbear your will. For in temple by and by, these couples shall be eternally knit. Away with the sapiens, 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnity.
When my cue comes calling, I will answer, hey ho, Peter Quinn, Luke, the bellows mender, Snout, the tinker, Starveling. God's my life, stolen hence and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream, past the wit of any man to say what dream it was. We thought I was, but no man can tell what. We thought I was, and we thought I had, but man is but a patch full if you offer to say what we thought I had.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Has he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of town, he is transported.
If he come not, then the play is marked. It goes not forward. Doth it?
It is not possible. There's not a man in all of Athens to discharge Pyramus but you.
No. He hath simply the best wit of any handicraftsman in all Athens.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Bottom! Almost courageous day. Almost happy hour.
Masters, I am to discourse wonders, but ask me not what. For if I tell you I'm not true Athenian, I will tell you everything right as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet Bottom.
Not a word of me. All that I will say is that the Duke hath died. Gather your apparel, good strings to your beards, use ribbons to your pumps. Bring presently at the palace. Every man look over his part, for the short and the longest our plays preferred.
Yes!
And most of your actors eat no onions nor garlic. We are to utter sweet breath, but I do not doubt but to hear them say it is a sweet comedy. No more words. Away, go away.
Tis strange theses that these lovers speak of, more strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables and these fairy toys. Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, good friends, joy in the first days of company and love for your hearts.
More than 'twas. Wait, in your royal walk. Your board, your bed.
Come now, what mass? What abridgment shall we have to wear with this long age of 3 hours up to supper, Midsummer?
Here, my lady.
A tedious, brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Tedious and brief. What are they that play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens.
And we shall hear it. Let them approach. And take your place, ladies.
So to please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let them approach.
This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous Lady Thisbe, sir. This man with lime and rough cast off present wall. That vile wall which did these lovers sunder, and through a wall's chink, poor souls we are content to whisper. This man with lanthorn, dog, and bush of thorn doth present moonshine. For if you'll know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn, to meet at Ninus' tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, Lion Height by name, the trusty Thisbe, coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did vault, with which Lion with bloody mouth did stain. Unknown comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling breast, and Thisbe, tearing in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. And for all the rest, let lion, moonshine, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I, once now by name, present a wall. In such a wall, as I would have you think, that had in it a cranny hole or chink, through which the fearful lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did often whisper. This low and this rough cast doth show that I am that same wall. The truth is so, and this the cranny is bright and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Pyramus approaches the wall. Silence.
Oh, grim look night. Oh, night with hues so black. Oh, night whichever art would date not. Oh, night, alack, alack, alack. I fear my Thisbe's promises forgot. And thou wall, oh wall, oh sweet and lovely wall, it stands between your father's ground and mine. Thou wall, oh wall. Show me the chink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall, Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. Oh, wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
Oh, wall. Full often hast thou heard my moans, for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My lips have often kissed thy stones with lime and pearnate of in thee.
I see a voice now lies to the cheek. 'Tis fine I can see my Thisbe's face. Thisbe! Ah!
My love, thou art my love, I think.
I am thy lover's grace, and like my manner, my trust is still. Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
Aw, I kissed the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Will that earnest too meet me straightway?
At life, tight death, I go without delay.
Thus have I walked my parties from so, and being done this wall without go.
This is the like stuff I heard.
Here comes two noble beasts, a man and a lion.
You ladies whose hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion rough and wildest rage doth roar!
A very gentle beast, and of good conscience.
The very best of beast, my lord, than ever I saw.
This lantern doth the whole moon present, myself the man in the moon do seem to be.
Proceed, Moon.
All that I have to say is to tell you that this lantern is the moon, myself the man in the moon, this thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this. And this dog, my dog.
Sally, here comes Bisbee.
This is old Minnie's tomb. Where's my love? I mean...
Whoa, road line.
Well run, Bisbee.
Well shown, Moon. Through the moon shines with good grace.
And so the lion vanished.
And then came Pyramus.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious golden glittering gleams, I trust to take up truth's mystery sight. But stay, O spite, but mark, poor night, what dreadful dole is here? Eyes, you see, how can it be? O dainty duck, oh dear, thy mantle good, but save of blood, approach you fury's fell. O fates, come, cut thread and thrum, quail, crush, conclude and quell.
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Be sure, my heart, I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore nature this thou mightst brave, since lava hath here deflowered, my dear, which is, no, which is a fairy stain, that live, that love, that like to lift and cheer. Come, tears, come down. Out sword and wound, the path of pyramids, I, the left path, for heart doth hot. Now I am dead, now I am fled, my soul is in the sky, tongue, smooth thy light, moon, take thy flight, now die, die. Die. Die.
Asleep, my love. What? Dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise. Speak. Speak. Quite dumb. Dead? Dead? A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These lily lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone, gone. Lovers make moan. Nice work, green escapades. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword. Come, blade, my breast imbrue. And farewell, friends. Thus Bisbee ends. Adieu. 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 Adieu.
Moonshine and light. mine are left to bury the dead.
I am more too.
No, I assure you, it won't be on the part of that. But it will easy to see it. I've walked to hear a burgomaster between two of our coming.
God, Mom, I pray you. For your blame is no excuse. Never excuse. For when all the players are dead, there are none left to blame. The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Sweet lovers to bed, 'tis almost fairy time. Sweet friends to bed. This fortnight holds new solemnity and nightly revels jaunt.
If we shadows have offended, think with this and all is mended, that I have but slumbered here while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentle, do not reprehend, if you pardon, we will mend, and, as I'm an honest pack, but we have endured enough, now to escape the serpent's path, we will make amends ere long, else the puckle call. So good night, and to ye all, give me a hand, and we be friends, and Robin shall restore our men.